Hello, conscious co-creators. For this reading today, we are going to be looking into how you can unleash your motivation over the next 3 days. So this is a short-term reading, however, it is timeless. So whenever you're coming upon it or you're being called to listen to the guidance and insight that's going to be coming through is the exact right time for you to take in these messages connected to what's motivating you, right? How can we get a bit more motivated? What might be blocking us? What messages do we need to hear and know? And always remember, if ever, the guidance from this collective reading or collective readings in general just doesn't seem to be enough for you and you have specific questions that you want to ask and have answered, I do have personal readings available and you can find those links down in the description box. So we're starting with a base, so 2 groups with a base, this crystal inspiration deck, daily crystal inspiration deck. However, I am going to add some tea leaf cards to these to give you an indicator card for your intuition. So you might already be getting a pull towards one side or the other. But if you want to wait for the tea leaf card and the flip, that's also completely up to you to see if that gives you a direct indication. So for group 1, here's your indicator card. Lion. Kind of a preface to your reading, perhaps. Time to act. Time to act. Interesting. Love that. Okay, and for group 2 here, your indicator card, here it is. The elephant. Wow, 2 animal guides. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So you've got animal indicators. A lot of tea leaf cards in this deck. So very interesting that Spirit's providing animal guides for us for the indicators for this reading. So take all of the time you need. You can pause the video if you need to. Once you've made your selection, either group 1 with the lion or group 2 with the elephant, you can head down to the description and click on the timestamp next to the group that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your motivation reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading. We are going to take a look at how to unleash your motivation over the next 3 days and what kind of guidance Spirit has for you to be able to do that. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the Lion card and time to act. What an interesting energy to have in this kind of a reading, because a lion, of course, is all about courage, bravery, strength, energy, king of the jungle vibes, leader energy, okay? So there's a lot of amazing insight kind of coming in right off the bat with this choice. So we're gonna look at this card first to give you guidance right off the bat with your lion, and then we'll save the other cards for the end of your reading. Blue lace agate. Find your calm. It's reminding me of like a lion, like leisurely sort of walking around, not feeling like there's any need for them to be worried. It's that energy that comes when you know you're on top of your game, you know you're like the leader here, you know that there's no one who's necessarily going to be challenging you at this time, that kind of feeling. This combination of cards, finding your calm in the mastery, finding your calm within the power that you personally have. That's going to be important for this group for sure. There's a sense that you're already in a leadership role, whatever you're trying to get motivated in, like you can do this. You probably have the skills and ability and the capabilities to do this, right? And perhaps you've been a little bit anxious, if we're getting the find your calm, the blue lace agate, anxious around how do I get this spark coming back, or how do I allow myself to be motivated in this space? And there's a reminder here about action calm action, so peaceful action, where any kind of anxiety or stress might interrupt that feeling and make you either question yourself, doubt yourself, that kind of thing. So first, I would say, just from the beginning of your reading, you need to remember that you are the master of your universe. In other words, you're the master here, and there's no need to be nervous about it, because they keep showing me a lion like leisurely walking around, not on, like in a defensive mode. Let's see what your numbered roll is. 4 and a 2. 6. So it's like, again, peace, calm, harmony, maybe within the choices that you're making, the decisions you have to make, the relationships that you have. This is a heart-centered energy with the 4. Balance, stability. Interesting. Yeah, it just feels like breathe. Let's shuffle up your cards. Yeah, breathe. Everything is going exactly to plan. Sometimes there are just times on the path or in life where you need to kind of return to center, return to a calm energy in order to be able to feel that motivation again. But we shall see what comes up for you guys over the next 3 days. I'm just going to set your tarot here so we're good to go. Yeah, returning to the heart, especially if you're looking to make a decision or you're trying to get motivated to do something. Okay, let's see what we have for you day 1. Wow, the sacral chakra. And here's this too. The sacral chakra is the second chakra. So in this deck, Infinite Wisdom of the Chakras, that's what this deck is, there are specific just the chakra cards, and then there are other cards that connect to the 7 major chakras. So you're getting the actual sacral chakra card here, day 1. This is about your emotions, your feelings about things, and physical touch or feeling. So it connects to your physical senses. So you may need to do something physically, time to act, to get calm. To calm your emotions is what I would say, since we're getting this. You can see it's connected to water, which of course is the element of our emotions and our feelings, the waves, right, of emotion, etc. It says connect to the inner dwelling, place of joy and pleasure. So returning to your joy, what do you love the most? Because that's what's going to spark a motivation in you. A feeling of joy or pleasure is going to help you feel more motivated day 1. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to unleash this fire energy in the sacral. Your sacral chakra, it vibrates to the color orange, as you can see here. And the I statement connected to this particular chakra is I feel. So this is located like right below your belly button. That's where this chakra is located, this energy center, in the center of your being. So for you guys, there's a focus day 1 on your feeling center. And motivation energy, usually when we're making choices like you may need to make, you see this yellow, it's the next one up. It's the next chakra up. I don't know if you're going to get that here in the next days or what we're going to end up connecting to in your energy, but this gives us an indication of where to start. Start in the feeling center. It's important, and connect to that inner space to find your calm. Interesting. 4 of Cups. So, okay, this gives us a bit more information. Again, in the suit of water, in the suit of cups, we've got the 4 of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay. What a nice combo. This combination of cards is telling, is what I would say. Day 1 is about realizing you have protection already. A 4 of Cups can see you guys in like an energy that feels like bored, apathetic. As I said, maybe you weren't feeling so motivated, or you're having a bit of anxiety around what is my next step. You can see she's not in movement here. She's sitting, and it looks like she is reconnecting to her cups, her water, her emotions, her feelings about something. We're seeking the place of joy and pleasure here. So you may have some doubtful energy, swirling, or anxiety energy kind of from fears that are going on in your feeling center or in your emotional body day 1. But the trick here is to try to find the joy and pleasure. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is how things start to shift. So the Wheel of Fortune is about abundance and prosperity and good fortune, good luck, right? So you may want to focus day one solely on how do I feel about this? And if I don't feel in a place of joy or that I'm a fortunate being or I don't feel great about this, then you want to try to shift that however you can is what I would say, because you're protected here. The other cool thing about a Four of Cups is, it marks an energy of like divine, miraculous things happening outside of your scope. So you don't want to be narrow-minded on day one at all. With a Four of Cups and a Wheel of Fortune, it looks like Spirit's trying to show you something that is joyful, that is fortunate, that is pleasurable to you. They're trying to highlight a good feeling that's going to help you, because we're talking about unleashing motivation, help you make a decision or help you to act in a certain kind of way from a state of calm knowing that feels really good. So we got to find the feeling here, the pleasurable, fortunate feeling. You may have gratitude that you want to look into, appreciation vibes, whatever makes your emotional body kind of light up and feel at peace is the feeling of day one for you. Because with the Four of Cups, things may feel like they're just going in the way that they're going, and they've been going this way for a while, and I'm wondering if anything's ever going to shift here, if I'm going to either have a different kind of a feeling, or if I'm going to experience joy and pleasure again, or if I'm going to feel that motivation energy again. And what Spirit is saying to you is, yes, absolutely yes, we want to bring something in for you. If you don't keep a wide scope or a large perspective, you can kind of miss the things that they're trying to show you with a Four of Cups, because you have it connected to a very fortunate card. This is a major arcana card of serendipity and good luck, and the wheel's starting to spin in your direction or seeing a positive shift. You really want to be open perspective, allowing yourself to feel and looking for those points of joy. Do any kind of sacral chakra exercise you can. Get an affirmation around the I feel, right? I feel this, whatever you blank. I feel fortunate. I feel lucky. I feel peaceful. I feel calm. Whatever it is that you need to say to yourself to come back to throughout day one, that would be very beneficial. I feel joyful. The things that I'm doing make me feel joyful. Whatever it is that you need to say to get yourself and keep yourself in that space. We're looking to clear out the emotional body of any kind of doubt. Remember, master of the universe, your universe at least, right? And there's a sense of like a leadership energy, a higher up energy that maybe you kind of are not focusing on, and they want you to refocus on that. Again, you're not doing this from an ego place. You're doing it from a place of knowing, and that's what allows you to stay calm, to understand you're protected in this, you're supported in this. Even if things kind of look the same and it feels like the same old thing, there's a change that wants to happen here, first in your emotional center, right? I would even pay attention to the things that you're physically touching throughout the day, or noticing that, being very closely connected to your sense of touch, and how that's making you feel. So you want to pick things that feel good to you, that elicit a good feeling. Like I always think of like a really soft blanket, or taking like a bath would be very good with this energy, because you have water twice and a shift. So a bath or some sort of water element may help you to clear out your emotional body and feel more joyful, feel more calm, feel more in sync with yourself and the fortune that you do have, or the abundance that you do have in your life already. Definitely the water element. Drink water, drink more water today, and just know that you're supported and that you are capable. You do have what it takes here. Okay, let's look into day two, see where this heads for us. Right to the crown, and look at this, peaceful energy. So we reach it. You have the potential here. Look at that. You reach it. And this is a 42-6, so you're reaching the calm on day two. Chakra balance. Wow, everything just coming into balance. Something's going on in your emotional layer here, and you just need to look at it day one. And here it says, through energy, breath, and balance emerges the greatest sense of peace. So your crown chakra is a couple of inches above your head. If you put your hand over your head, palm down like that over your head, you'll probably be able to feel the energy. And this tells me that you're getting right into alignment. So there's just something off here. And then we move into this alignment here. We're at peace now. The crown chakra is it vibrates to the color violet or purple, and it's the I know chakra, right? I understand. And so we immediately get there day 2, which is nice. It's a shift that just allows for this calm and this peace. Let's see what we have connected. Yeah, and knowing, King of Swords, right off the bat. Again, Master of the Suit, King of the Jungle, King of the Suit of Swords. And the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, couple of things, couple of pieces of information. This is the 5 of Earth, King of Air. Okay. You can tell that something comes through here for you to understand or know. This is, again, Master of the Suit of Understanding, and you're getting the crown chakra with a peace and an energetic alignment going on for you, because it is coupled with the 5 of Pentacles. They're saying all the lights are on. That's what they just said. So they're talking about these windows being pictured here. All of the lights are on now. It's like we are now understanding something that we maybe didn't quite get before, or when we're talking about unleashing your motivation, there's this sense of knowing now on day 2. The King of Swords is always asking very clearly from the universe, connected, going, tell me what I need to know. Show me the truth here. Help me understand what is right, what is true, what is fair, what is in alignment. And you're getting the information. You can see, in this case, you may be asking, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? What do I need to act upon? What's my next action? What do I need to implement in my life? Shift. Because a 5 of Pentacles can be, you see, we kind of feel like, oh my God, something is just dying, right? Something is not available to us. This feels like, is it same old, same old? Here in a low expression, that's the feeling, like I don't have what I need. I don't have the tools I need. I don't have the resources I need. I don't have the capabilities, but here you do. Okay, you do have it. I need to, they're saying, expressly communicate this group, you do have what you need to be able to make these positive, prosperous changes. The 5 of Pentacles in a high expression is really a beautiful empowerment card that puts the onus and the responsibility back on you to make the changes that you need to make, to take the actions, right, on the physical plane. It's earth energy. So there's a change that is happening here. This could have to do with your career. It could have to do with your finances. You may need to make some different choices, and now you understand what those are, and that's what's going to elicit this beautiful, empowering change. You're going to feel more motivated to make the change for sure, because we're unleashing the energy that's coming through immediately in your reading. So there's a peaceful, calm knowing that happens about the changes. And like Spirit said, all the lights are on. It's like we're operating in more full of a capacity here with the understanding and the knowing about what it is we need to shift or change. This card says you are the key to the change. So when you're in a high expression of this, you're calm and you're peaceful, and you know what it is that you need to do. You have an understanding about it, and you're in the I know chakra. You're in the I understand chakra. So it will be up to you here to actually act. And your card that you chose, right? The card that you're drawn to is like, yeah, it's time to act. Sometimes we can't act or make a choice because we don't know. But now here, day 2, we can see, okay, I do have an understanding of this. If you need more clarity, keep tapping in, keep listening, because the King of Swords is a very intelligent master, a leader, right? So he's using his intellect as well as his intuition to know when it's time to make a change, to shift something, to take an action. This card says you have the key to make that change. So the understanding from the divine and then your personal responsibility on the physical plane allows you to understand what these changes are and hopefully to make them. We'll see where this goes day 3. But I have a feeling you're going to take some beautifully calm, peaceful action, perhaps, or at least you'll know what to do here. Hey, conscious co-creator. I'm pausing your reading for a quick moment just to let you know that, of course, collective readings can be extremely helpful. But when you need more tailored insight for your life experience right now, a personal reading may be the perfect fit to address what's unfolding for you. My personal readings come with a unique card spread and audio guidance that's designed and channeled by me for you specifically, and it's delivered right to your inbox. You pick your topic, select your reading length, survey 16 tarot decks featuring the star card, and choose the one that's resonating most with you. And then share your topic, your current experience, or your situation, and ask me your questions. For more details on the motivation personal reading, just head to the link in the description. Now let's dive back into your guidance. Let's see what we have. Oh, and this is the heart center, the deer, gentle energy again, compassion energy, day 3. Again, with the leadership vibe. This group, you guys are probably way more powerful, or you have reached a certain level in your life, in some area of your life or some position of your life that maybe you're not fully giving yourself credit for. Because can you see, this is a leadership energy when you have these kinds of antlers. This is wisdom from experience. This is lived experience. This is years of growth, right? To get this kind of energy with the antlers this big. So you're getting the deer. Deer is like compassionate leadership. So whatever it is that you're doing, choosing about, whatever it is you're looking to be motivated on, and you need to take action on, you're doing it from a compassionate state, from a heart-centered state, right? The 4, you can see this is the heart chakra. So we're moving from the sacral to be able to clear and connect, have a better feeling, right into alignment with the knowing and the crown. And now you're in the heart center here with a compassionate energy. A compassionate leader is what you feel like to me, group 1. It says, accept everything as it is and find compassion for all in this situation. So we don't want to be acting out of, lower frequencies. That's probably why day 1, to get the motivation going, we have to clear out the energy here. If you've got anything that's been making you feel stuck, or like any kind of resentment, fear, this kind of thing, we're moving it consciously here, moving into peace and understanding here, and then we're acting from a place of compassion and acceptance. We're accepting everything as it is. When you move into acceptance, when you've been resisting that and you finally allow your heart to open to that, now you have what you need to be able to choose, right? If you're resisting something, it can be very unclear. What do I do? What is the choice that I'm supposed to make? Which direction am I supposed to be going in? Where should I allow myself to use my fire, right? Where should I act? So for day 3, you're fully opening the heart center. Of course, the heart chakra vibrates to the color green, as you can see here. It's located right in the center of your chest. It's known as the bridge. So this bridges the gap between the lower and the higher elements or chakras that you have, energy centers that you have. And the affirmation statement connected to this is, I love. I love. So there's a clear energy of heart-centered, loving action. Day 3. Let's see what we have. Yep. Intelligent action, insightful action with the Knight of Swords. You may be erasing something, writing something different in your life, right? We know what changes we need to make. And another 4, the 4 of Swords. Wow, this is all air and feathers. So this group, look at this. Day 3, look for the feathers. Look for the indicator, because you've got all feathers going on in this set here. Feathers is support, insight, peaceful energy. You see that? Peace of mind. What a lovely day 3 energy. Especially motivation, we often think of coming from this sense of egoic, egoic kind of masculine fire energy. How do I unleash my motivation? But here, you guys are settling into this peaceful, calm, loving energy that is unleashing your motivation. So with the Knight of Swords, remember, you're coming from the Master of the Suit again. We got a lot of mastery energy, as I've said, into this leadership energy. And the Knights in the tarot move things. They want to move, right? You can see she's floating, skateboarding, kind of feather floating or featherboarding on here. She's moving on that feather across the air. So she understands what she's meant to do now. That's what the Knight of Swords is all about. The Knight of Swords is the movement. Once I know, I go. And here we know. So we're going. You're moving, and you're doing it from a very peaceful place. This card, Four of Swords, is a card of peace of mind. So the element of air really connects to your intellect, your mind, your communication, the truth, clarity, this kind of new ideas, etc. So you're getting it here, and then you're moving here with this sense of compassion and stability of the mind. So again, you are protected with this first four we get, and I have a flanking 4 that's saying your mind will be at peace as well. You will know what to do. You will understand the place where you're meant to take action from or act from. It's from a heart-centered place, and this puts you at ease. Feathers are an indicator is what I would say, and then if there's a plan that comes into play somewhere, that would be starting to be executed here on day 3, or you'll at least feel that motivating movement coming in to lead you forward. Even if you have to, as she's doing, she's kind of like erasing a cloud or painting it different. If you have to make some changes, absolutely, especially if it's checking off with your intuition and you know you need to do it, then here you're going to be able to do it from this knowing, loving place. It's a different kind of energy where we're not in anxiety, we're not worried anymore. Now you see the change happen, then you understand what you need to do, and then here we start just following that insight, following that guidance, following, the plan. It's like the arrow. That's what a Knight of Swords is all about. Someone delivers the plan, they know it in their gut, they know it in their intuition, makes sense in their mind. Okay, yep, they hop on their steed or they hop on their feather here, and they move forward with that plan, executing it well. And for you, from a place of leadership and compassion, because there's acceptance, right? So your mind is at ease. Okay, I understand this is what I need to do. I accept that this is what I'm meant to do now. And so it's time to move forward and actually start doing. We've seen from the beginning that it is a time of action. So again, if you're a bit confused, conflicted, wondering at the start, you see how the movement of the energy nicely guides you to a place of, oh, I understand in my soul and I understand in my head, my brain, my mind is at peace with this as well. Fighting this energy, group 1, would feel very uncomfortable. That's what I would say, right? It would be very, very uncomfortable because we're looking for peace and acceptance, peace and compassion. So that's all very full, divine, loving energy. It's this wonderful, what I mean by full is like, you're gonna feel that kind of wash over you. So the first day is really about clearing. It's necessary to clear it so you can welcome all of this beautiful energy in. That's when you're going to feel more motivated, and it will feel like really good. Not, oh my God, I need to do this. I'm nervous. I have to do this, or acting out of fear. Okay, let's get more info for you from this deck. This is a Talisman deck, Talisman Oracle. Okay, yeah. I mean, not surprising, the knowledge card. Okay, the knowledge card. I mean, yeah, the lantern is a sense of the light within, and then you've got the book open, and then flowers blooming. So exactly, they're just reiterating what they've been saying for you. Yes, you are privy to, or you can welcome in knowledge. You will have access to it through the next 3 days to help you feel like, oh, okay, I'm moving in the right direction, or this is the direction, or this is the change I need to make. I mean, it's just they're using this deck as a reiteration, right, of your reading, group 1. And good fortune. Good fortune. There are a couple of affirmations that are attached to these cards, which I'll read for you in just a moment. But yeah, we see that happening with the Wheel of Fortune on day 1, that this is about getting into a fortunate, abundant, prosperous, serendipitous kind of a lucky energy. A turn of good fortune is coming in. I feel that if you have felt unmotivated, there is some sort of resistance, and it's showing up in your emotional body. It may have to do with lower vibrating feelings that you're feeling that are attached to something else, and it's blocking your path. So, we open it up here, day 1, in order to move the fortune or welcome this in, the knowledge of good fortune. But they're just reiterating. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, the knowledge affirmation that is attached to this card is, I seek knowledge. And then here, right, we understand you receive knowledge. Okay, great. I seek knowledge. And then the good fortune affirmation. Wow, I love this energy for you. It's so cool. I attract good fortune. When I seek knowledge, I attract good fortune. You may want to use that over the next 3 days just to stay in alignment with this beautiful energy that you're working with. It's absolutely lovely. Okay, let's take a look at your other tea leaf cards here. The ant. Work, achievement, success. So perhaps for some of you, this may be around something that you're working on or your actual work itself, your career, your professionalism, your projects, etc. The ant also connects to like collaborative energy. So it could be having to do with somebody that you're working with, a group you're working with, or something that you're just working on. But they're telling you with the ant card, yeah, it's time to act. Work. If you put your mind into work or you're making choices to realign, being motivated around your work, you will achieve and succeed. See, you guys are in the leadership energy for sure. So it's not surprising that you're getting such like another animal, by the way, but that feels like, I know I can do this. I might be small, I might look small, but I have big potential and I can carry things, I can move through this. I have what it takes. Work, achievement, success. And the casket. Someone going out of your life or the end to a situation. This is nice to have here. I mean, I know, interesting energy to kind of connect to, but good fortune connected to the cactus. So, understanding the work that you need to do in order to have achievement and success, and then good fortune attached to something leaving your life, someone leaving your life, some sort of detachment. Really, it feels like acceptance of the closure of something or letting whatever this is that's disrupting your emotional body go allows you to close out the situation and turn the wheel, right? And see that fortune shifting for you. Good fortune connected to an ending of a situation. This could be anything. This could be a person leaving your life, you detaching from a relationship. It could also be you just detaching from terrible thoughts that you're telling yourself, or remembering your true potential. You have high potential here. King of the jungle, we've got the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune here, more good fortune coming in, and this beautiful deer with these beautiful antlers that have grown over time. You have wisdom to work with, and you could be just ending a cycle of thinking you're not good enough or doubting yourself. Whatever it is that's closing out, I feel you're gonna feel it here, the need to release it. It's bringing in the good fortune for you. Group 1. All right, final message for you. Open up your heart with the rose quartz. You may want to use this crystal if you have it around, carry it around with you, because it connects to this day 3 energy, right? And the heart chakra. Open up your heart with the rose quartz. The rose quartz is a wonderful healing stone because it will clear your energy to heal or to open up your heart. So if you feel like I need a little help here to clear my emotional body, to help me get to a place where I feel like I can accept or my heart is clear and open now, then yeah, carry that around with you. Stick it in your bra if you need to, wear something around your neck. Get it as close to your heart center as possible, your heart chakra as possible, to be able to help you and aid you with that energy of clearing and opening up and returning to this compassionate acceptance for everyone in the situation, right? Whatever choices you're making or whatever you're involved in, it seems to be connected to other people, but because you are in such a leadership position, coming from the heart center is only going to make it feel better, and it will make you feel like you can move forward now, right? Like you are motivated again. So I hope that this serves you for the next 3 days, Group 1. It was my pleasure to read for you, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. We are going to get some guidance and insight for you on how you can unleash that beautiful motivation energy over the next 3 days. And if you're listening to this, you've chosen the elephant, which I love. Elephant energy is about removing obstacles for sure. And your card says a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So this could be a multitude of things. I'm going to stick this card here at the bottom for the close of your reading, and we'll take a look at this card. Celestite, soothe your soul. So a calming energy for your initial message connected to your elephant. Soothe your soul. Also, they're showing me like how big the elephant is, how like massive they are, how like heavy and big they are. It's sort of like a slow moving animal, right? I mean, I'm not saying the elephant can't run fast or something or giddy up if it needs to, but this feeling of step by step, I'm moving forward. So you may be perhaps starting a journey, a long journey, either physical or mental, that's going to really create some beautiful wisdom for you, insight, some knowledge, lived experience at the end of it. You may be coming to a close of a long journey or have been going through a long journey that's been really difficult or arduous or has taken a bit of time or slow moving, because they were giving me the elephant kind of carrying itself through the path or on a path pretty slow. And here there's this sense of connection. An elephant, they're giving me all those things, like an elephant never forgets, and an elephant like helps you to remove obstacles, etc. So let's just roll these up and we'll see what comes through connected to this. Okay, it's a 4, so stability. Not only wisdom, but stability. With the 1 there, generally speaking, 1s are beginnings of something. Creative beginning, collaborative beginning for you may be happening that is much more stable, much more soothing. It almost feels easier. Because when you think about the elephant removing the obstacles for you, you know, it's like this was there, but now I have the wisdom to move around it. It doesn't feel as much of a burden or as much of an obstacle for me. Maybe it's been hard to feel like motivated to keep going. This tells me that, you know, perhaps things are going to be a bit more smooth. You're going to feel like soothed by the experience. But we'll see. I'm going to set your tarot and then we'll get into your 3 days of guidance. Ooh, the Emperor. The Emperor. Okay. Day 1. These are chakra cards, so we're looking at your energy centers. Yeah, look at this. So again, whether beginning or ending a journey, this is a sense of full-on being at peace or very grounded. You see this? It's the tree card, rooted. This is your root chakra, first chakra. It's about a couple of inches below your tailbone is where it vibrates. Find harmony by planting your roots deep within the earth. Interesting. If we're talking about planting your roots deep within the earth, my guess is you're starting something new. So you may have gone through a journey with the 1. You see the 1 is red here. With a journey, you've gone through something. You have wisdom now. You can kind of rest or, reconnect. Start allowing yourself to reground and be nurtured where you are. We're talking about motivation, and they're telling you day 1, you need to connect with your root. You need to talk to your physical self. Roots deep within the earth. It's like if you've gone on a journey, now you're planting yourself somewhere. And I know we're talking about motivation, but they're telling you, in order to bloom, blossom, grow, be motivated to continue to nurture yourself, or whatever this may be. Maybe it's a project, or it could be your work, could be a relationship. There's something where they're telling you, first we got to get grounded. Let's see what we have connected with the tarot. Page of Wands with the magnifying glass there, and the 9 of Wands. So all fire. Look at her scars in this depiction. Yeah, you guys have been through it in this group too. I hope that things are going to be easier for you, especially because we look like we are soothing our soul day one, that we are reconnecting, that we're giving ourselves a moment. It doesn't mean you're not inquisitive, right? It doesn't mean that you don't have that fire still within you, your spirit. It just means that there's an acknowledgement, I feel, for what it is that you have experienced, that we're not quite at the closure necessarily just yet day one. 9s are like, you're almost there. And a 9 of Wands is a perseverance card. It's like, you've been through some stuff and you've been making it. Like they were showing me the elephant slowly moving. You've been making it. You've been doing it. Day one, it's about touching base with your physical self, asking what needs to be nurtured within me, what does my body need? What do I need to eat? You need to be, I think, curious about that. If it's about some sort of like project or physical thing that you're in, a group that you're involved in, a relationship you're in, you want to be inquisitive about what it is that you can do to make sure that you are present, right? And if you're like, do I need to keep doing this, or should I start doing something different? You want to ask yourself whether or not it feels nurtured, like if it feels good to you. You don't want to be doing something that's going to cause you more pain or difficulty, right? And that's what we're inquiring about here. This tells me there's a new chapter and the old one wants to close. Like you've been through a lot, and now they're saying day one, ask yourself, inquire within, take a closer look at what is soothing for you, at what does feel good. Take a closer look at the wisdom that you have. Because whatever it is that we're grounding ourselves into or planting deep within the earth, right, as the card says, we want it to be something that we want to grow, as opposed to the things that maybe have left us feeling scarred, or that were really difficult, that we're ready to be done with, that we're ready to move past, that are not so motivating, let's say. I mean, pain can motivate you, of course, but I think that there's a new beginning where they want it to be smoother for you, where you're motivated, but not by pain. That's how I'm feeling. Not by desperation or this sense of like, I have to do this, right? That energy, I have to keep going. I have to do this. I think we've been through it. And now we're wanting to ground ourselves and go, okay, what have I learned? I'm almost to the close of this where I can start planting my roots here, or I can settle into this. What have I learned? What do I need? What is inspiring me now? What doesn't feel like it's motivating me? Can I let that go? Allow myself to heal as I close this out? Because I think operating under the same kind of pressure, it feels like, or weight, with that kind of a mindset is going to be making it harder for you to close this out or to begin this new path. And again, collaborative energy, who do I want to collaborate with? Creative energy with the 3, what do I want to create, or what feels good to me? How can you do something creatively as opposed to being kind of bogged down by it? Right. They're like, they just said, we're not looking to open up these wounds now. You've been through that, this long journey. You're wiser now. We're starting to root into that. So the root chakra, 2 inches below your tailbone. This vibrates to the color red, right? And it's an I am affirmation. So if you're looking for something to say to yourself or implement into your mind here, you would start with I am. The I am chakras are some of the most, affirmations, are some of the most powerful affirmations, because you're identifying yourself with that beginning phrase, I am this. Watch what you're saying behind that I am on day one, because it should be I am stable. You could say something like I am prosperous. I am wise, you could say, with this energy. I am soothed. I am connected. I am creative. I am balanced. I'm inquisitive. Yeah. It feels restful. Got double resting. Interesting, right? Like a motivation, you'd think, oh no, we've got to have fire everywhere. And perhaps we'll see that coming in. But for right now, day one is all about recentering, regrounding, resting, soothing. Especially if you're at the end or close of a difficult time or a difficult journey. We're looking to be inquisitive with our soul. Listen to what your spirit is saying. Your spirit's going to be like, yay, I'm excited to embark upon this new path, or I'm getting inspired, or I feel passionate about something, or I feel like I could create this, or I feel creative, while also at the same time going, I'm tired. I've been through a long journey. I'm a bit tired now. So it's a balance that's needing to happen, and they're telling you reground. Let's see what we have day 2. Wow, more grounding, more root chakra. This is card number 9, the bear, and protection. Aw. Talk about soothing your soul. This feels wonderful, this energy of this card. Wow. And I'm like, this star here, it's like reconnecting to your dreams for the future, perhaps. It says, go inward and connect to the space of shelter and inner wisdom. You are protected. So again, I know we are pulling a motivation reading, but the cards don't lie. And whatever spirit needs you to hear, they need you to hear. So you're staying in your root. Again, pay attention to the things you're eating, what you're doing with your body, what your body wants. What does your body want? What feels soothing? What feels like you are being protected, being supported? There's this sense of understanding our dreams are on the horizon or something, but we have to be grounded now in order to be able to allow ourselves to unleash that motivation later, especially if you're tired. I want to see what's connected for sure. 3 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. The 3 of Cups is a celebratory energy. It's a joyful energy. So your emotions will feel good here. That's nice. The 8 of Swords is a card. So you can see this angel. She's in a cage here, but the cage is open. So she is not trapped. The only thing that would be keeping her here is her own thoughts, her own mind, her own narratives, okay? Victimizing herself. And we see the stars here as well. So looking at certain aspects of your life or certain thoughts on day 2 that are meant to be protective as opposed to debilitating or restrictive, right? This tells me, again with the 3, there's a joyful or celebratory creative line or channel or group that may be available to you here. And you're getting a protection card. So I think you're sifting through your thoughts day 2. It's like here we're recognizing what we've been through and really rooting ourselves day 1. Now here we're staying in that grounded energy. Again, I am rooted, I am protected. You could use those affirmations. That's amazing. But because we have this 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords is a tricky card. It's a card that says our mind is our biggest motivator, right? Our mind is what motivates us to do things in life, to act in a certain way, to take certain actions, to feel. And when you feel like trapped or you feel like things are happening to you as opposed to happening for you, this can make you feel caged in. But they're saying there's something to celebrate in the loving protection or the grounded protection of spirit, right? Of the fact that you get to take a breath or a breather here to assess your mind and go, what thoughts do I want to connect to? What am I saying to myself that isn't soothing, that isn't working, that's maybe connected to old scars or old pain or old hurt or this journey that was long, because you have all the power with 8s. 8s are like manifestation cards or knowing yourself. In this case, knowing your mind, knowing your narrative. What narrative are you is this angel just resting for a moment, or is she trapped, right? That's the question with the 8 of Swords. And whatever it is that you're thinking about, you're going to experience. But because it's connected to such a beautiful, joyful, emotional card, a card of creativity and collaboration and excitement, sort of, right? That's the energy of this. You may have a friend or a group that kind of shifts your mind for you, or that you want to be a part of, or that you're more open to. You may want to choose more celebratory thoughts in general, more joyful thoughts, this kind of hopeful energy here. want to look up and go, oh, I am capable of this. I have been through this and I am wiser. It says, go inward and connect to the space of shelter and inner wisdom. This will leave you wiser at the end. Physical or mental, especially mental. You want to pick the points that you have that earned wisdom from, because that's talisman energy, right? That's the kind of wisdom that you get from the journey that you can't just get if you like read about it. You have to go through the journey, and here's where that wisdom is coming in. And we want to use it for your benefit to celebrate that wisdom, as opposed to feeling like you have to victimize yourself and what am I going to do with this? And I have to do something. At this point, we're still in a grounded energy, a resting energy. We're motivating the mind here and feeling very protected by the divine. Day 2. It feels like if I wanted to lift my feet off the ground, I couldn't, which is interesting, again, for a motivation reading, because we initially think with the motivation energy, to unleash it, we have to go. But sometimes you have to recenter, reground, feel that protective, supportive energy, get your mind right, recognize what you've been through, love yourself there, recognize that this is coming to a close and you made it, right? And you have all this wisdom. Hey, conscious co-creator. I'm pausing your reading for a quick moment just to let you know that, of course, collective readings can be extremely helpful. But when you need more tailored insight for your life experience right now, a personal reading may be the perfect fit to address what's unfolding for you. My personal readings come with a unique card spread and audio guidance that's designed and channeled by me for you specifically, and it's delivered right to your inbox. You pick your topic, select your reading length, survey 16 tarot decks featuring the star card, and choose the one that's resonating most with you. And then share your topic, your current experience, or your situation, and ask me your questions. For more details on the motivation personal reading, just head to the link in the description. Now let's dive back into your guidance. Let's see what we have day 3. Wow, the crown chakra. So in this deck, you can see there are cards that are attached to or connected to each of the 7 major chakras. And then there are the actual chakra cards, and you're getting the crown chakra. This is like your divine connection being so beautifully strong, so aligned, infinite. So by connecting yourself and rooting yourself day 1 and 2, this opens right up for you. So Spirit will always say the best way to receive like very clear, insightful guidance, things that are, aligned with your truth, you have to be grounded and connected. So root and crowned together. If you just try to connect with your crown and you're not rooted first, which is looking like what they're telling you to do over the next 3 days, if I'm honest, right? Like that's what this looks like. It can be very wishy-washy, the guidance. You question it. You're like, well, I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is just doesn't feel clear. And here, you're going to get very clear guidance, because on day 3, you've got that crown beautifully opened up. So something centers you by spending time in your root, I am energy. And then it allows the crown chakra to be illuminated. This divine connection is the bridge waiting to be crossed. Wow. Ooh, this is exciting. This is very exciting. Okay. So your crown chakra, 2 inches below your tailbone, 2 inches above your head. Exact polar opposites. And they're telling you you're going to get in alignment to be able to open up your crown here. Motivated by the divine. That's what they said. So that divine piece of you, your body needs a break. Your body's housing, right? Like it's holding, it's your vessel. So it's holding, your divine channel to walk around in this world and do the things you got to do physically. And here you need to reroute and understand that you are protected and your physical path is protected, right? And then reconnect to that wisdom, and bam, opening up the crown. Let's see what we have connected here. So the crown chakra is your 7th major chakra, 2 inches above your head, the crown of your head. And then it vibrates to the color purple or violet, and it is the I know or the I understand chakra. So we're moving from I am to I know. Let's see what we have. Oh, here's the motivation, the movement, right? The divine connection, this divine connection is the bridge waiting to be crossed. We have a snail depicted on this chariot card, so that's something to know, but the snail is moving. Moving with wisdom, no less. Oh my goodness, look at this for you guys. Wow. Look at that Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups is always so lovely. The energy, I hope you can feel it coming through the video. She's unleashing. So certainly not in the cage anymore. Something's going on where you get right in your mind, right? Because we welcome in a new path. Your heart-centered energy is free. Woo! Transformative movement from the heart. All right. Love that. All those butterflies lit up. You may start to feel like you can return to, like I said, a dream. It just feels like we're connecting to it here and now. We open up our heart center and it's unleashed. And by the way, the 3 points that I always think about really needing to be in alignment, right? To feel this root to crown alignment, energetic alignment and connection, this root to crown channel is the root chakra, the heart center, which is the bridge, right? And then we have the indication of the bridge waiting to be crossed. So it's literally your heart center is in the center of your being, and it bridges your lower chakra energy, your physical life, the things that connect to your physical experience and your journey, to your higher chakra energy, the things that connect to your divine self. And what's happening here is the bridge is open. Literally, the bridge is open, waiting to be crossed now, and you're crossing it. So there's massive movement going on here on an energetic level for sure. I don't know that you'll feel physically motivated yet. It depends on how grounded you feel in day 1 and day 2. You may get insight or shift something that allows you to step into this knowing and be able to open your heart to movement on the new path, because the chariot indicates movement towards success, right? The new path here we can see is coming in. And there's a bridge waiting to be crossed. It's the heart bridge, right? So if you've got a block in your heart at all, day 3, you're going to want to make sure that you're this figure, right? Pretend you're this figure where that cup, which is the element of water and represents your heart, is opening up to the newness. It's an ace. Beginnings, new beginnings, day 1. It's like your day 3 is also day 1 for your heart and your crown and your alignment and this motivative line. It just feels like a line that you're going to be on. You're going to feel ready to move. And because there's a snail, we're not seeing race cars or something. We're not seeing something fast. It's okay if it's slow movement at first, It's okay if you're sitting in that yummy energy of your heart opening up and your crown opening up and you're understanding things that maybe you didn't before, or you feel like there's this beautiful sense of knowing, of wisdom, and it's really settling in on day 3. It is going to motivate you forward without a shadow of a doubt, because we open up and we move with this combination of cards. New beginning, success, as I said, movement towards success. Also, the chariot is a very cool major arcana card that says you work in connection to the divine source. So your divine self and your physical self on the same page, moving forward in the same direction, right? It's like the divine source is feeding you now, and you are capable and able physically to be able to start moving, maybe slow, but still movement. And this says, I'm going to love this path that I'm on, right? Like I'm loving this energy. It's doing something that you love, tuning into what you love to do. We get it here a bit, but then we feel the energy of it really beginning there. Your heart is open and you're ready to fly, right? Ready to unleash that energy, ready to begin, whatever that is. So again, it might be a group, might be a project, might be just a new frame of mind. Whatever it is that's beginning for you here is total alignment. If it doesn't feel like total alignment, it will feel peaceful, grounded, loving, connected. If it doesn't feel like that, just sit in this for a while. I don't feel a rush here. I feel like because it's such a knowing, you're going to move forward regardless, right? You're going to feel this motivation energy come in or unleashed from your heart center. And there's no stopping that kind of energy. When we're grounded in our physical journey and then we're connected to the divine and then our heart opens up, that's what people call like a calling, a purpose. you know, your destiny, you know, fated energy, something that you can't help but move towards. That's what this is. So if it takes a little longer than the third day and you want to sit and kind of revel in this energy because you've been on such a long journey and been through so much, that's okay, is what I would say. Group 2. I mean, it's a wonderful new beginning, and it's not just gonna like miss you or pass you because you want to sit in it for a minute. Love this. Oh, wow. Whatever it is that you have been through, wow. What you have gained or what you're gaining on the back end of it is, yeah, it's profound. It feels profound feeling. And just realigning you with your purpose here or what you're meant to be doing, putting your energy, time, love into. Let's get some more messages for you. This is a talisman deck, and this is a perfect deck for this group for sure. Earned wisdom. Okay, equilibrium, and we're seeing a shell with water. There are a couple of affirmations that I'll be able to give you from the book with these cards. We'll just get the 2 cards first. This is balancing your emotions, like taking a moment to observe and feeling that sense of, again, balance, right? That's what we're doing really, right? It's extreme energy, your root to your crown. This is a nice indication of this soothing or peaceful energy wanting to come in, as opposed to what I felt the journey was or what you've been through before, which is more of a like, it feels maybe desperate, anxious, fearful, or like I have no choice, right? I have to do this. It feels like that kind of energy, and we're working into a different energy here with a more balanced sense. I feel that I want to do this, or this is what's connected for me, or this is where I want to nurture, this is where I want to be creative, this is where I want to love, right? This is where I want to give my love. And it's balancing of the emotions here. So we're rooting, listening. Yeah, they're saying listening and balancing. Learn the truth. Wisdom energy, again with the owl. Owls connect to, like, it's like being able to see in all directions, which of course, they're all about wisdom, knowing, understanding. And here you can see the truth will be given or revealed to you. Not surprising with your lineup so far, right? As we balance out and we reroute and we reground, we get our physical self and our feet on the ground, and we feel like, okay, I'm here, I'm protected, I'm rooted, I'm protected. Then the crown opens up. Of course, you're going to have, this group may have some sort of like epiphanies even, those aha moments where you're like, well, I don't know why I would never have thought of that, but it makes so much sense now, or it feels totally aligned, or that's the exact thing I was missing. That's a solution. That's the insight I needed. That's the last piece to the puzzle, you know, that kind of thing. That may be coming through here. So don't be afraid to ask for the truth and listen for it and welcome it in, because it's definitely connected to infinite kind of movement towards success and a path that's connected to your heart center. Balance and truth. Let's see what the affirmations are. So for the equilibrium card, it says, okay, interesting. Energy flows where your focus goes. And I feel that this is connected here to this 8 of Swords, because this is the check in your mind, checking on your mind, right? Your energy is going to flow or whatever you're focusing on, right? So if you're going, oh my God, was this all worth it? Like, I don't even know. I feel like this is just going to continue. I don't know if I got anything from this. I don't know where this is going. I'm tired and I don't want to go any further. I don't want to know, or I can't, right, do it. Then you're going to feel really caged in, perhaps, or feel like spirit doesn't have your back with this protection energy. But if you're like, I am open to the insights that I've gained. I want to understand the truth about the lessons that I've learned. I want to be able to move forward or be in alignment with my passion so that I can feel motivated to move forward. That's going to unleash this, right? So again, energy flows where your focus goes. And then the Learn the Truth card. Affirmation there is, if I can find it. Leadership. Okay. My flaws helped me grow, and now I see the truth. Interesting. This group, wow. It's profound energy. Like, it's an understanding of yourself, your path, what you've been through, etc. And this illumination is what's going to motivate you, right? You can see there's a balancing. What am I focusing on? Because that's where my energy is going to flow. And then understanding the wisdom being gained. Now you see the truth. My flaws helped me grow, and now I see the truth. I am balanced. I am focused on the positive. I am focused on soothing my soul. I am focused on the wisdom that I've gained. I am focused on understanding and knowing the truth. That card had the word flaws in it. So whatever it is that you feel like was holding you back, clearly it's created a talisman of wisdom for you. And that's what they're trying to get you to realize, group 2, right? Over the next 3 days. Because when you suddenly go, oh, I'm not a failure anymore. This has actually provided this beautiful success energy for me, like, instead of victimizing yourself, you're like, wait a minute. No, I'm actually the strongest person I know after having been through this. Wow. Like, and you're patting yourself on the back. You start to sit up a bit straighter. You start to feel this alignment happening, and you realize the truth of it all. And like, okay. And that's what's going to unleash your motivation in this group for sure. Realizing what you've been through, who you are, and the power that holds for you. Okay. Let's see what your other tea leaf cards have to give you. Look at that. The key. Successful outcome to your problems. I would say so. The truth. The key is always like so cool because it unlocks something, right? So you're not only unlocking the truth, but just unlocking that wisdom. It's like this knowing that's coming in for this group. So I love that we're getting the key there for you. Expect to have things unlocked and unleashed, right? Yes. Flowers and blooming. Flowers, happiness. Wow. The long journey, it's going to pay off for this group. Whatever you're going through or still in the middle of, looking to close out, there's a shift that's happening and something beautiful is coming in. And you have to realize it, though. That's the thing in this group. If you are like totally blocking your intuitive energy, if you're believing all these things about yourself or that this is just going to keep going and going and going, things are changing all the time. And in this group, there's a success that wants to come in. There is something that's being unlocked, and happiness, loving path, infinite energy, a bridge waiting to be crossed, right? So it's like, if you look back now, you're at the bridge, you're waiting to cross it, and we're moving into this wonderful new path of success and happiness, etc. And truth. If you've been lying to yourself, this card here on day 2 is going to want you to tell yourself the truth first, and then you get the truth from the divine, right? You have to tell yourself the truth here. And that truth is not going to be, you're the worst person. It's none of that. It's not negative. It's the positive truth. You are strong. You are capable. You have been through a lot, but you are amazingly intelligent and wise, and you've got what you need to move forward. You have the key. You are the key, essentially. This day 2 is going to see you telling yourself the truth in your mind if you allow to be able to unlock or uncage yourself, and then it unlocks the divine flow and your heart center, so you have that success movement forward. Happiness. Look it, and you're kind of just chilling. Chilling, happy. I fly when I want to fly. I'm soothed. Your soul is soothed, right? We understand that. This journey is meant to soothe your soul. Okay, let's see what we have for final message for you, group 2. The responsibility, the aventurine, green. Create your own luck. It's very attached to like Wheel of Fortune energy, heart-centered energy, all that green energy. This is what's happening here on the path forward, right? They're telling you it's up to you. If you believe, then whatever you believe is coming true. That's the feeling, right? Whatever you believe, that's what it is. So your mind is going to play a big, big role in this, and understanding that you have the ability. I feel that it's over. I think you need to know that as well, group 2. Like, this was a long journey. It felt hard. It feels hard, right? And now you may be able to choose differently to create this abundance, this luck, feeling the serendipity, the happiness coming in, a successful outcome to your problem, because you're saying, I got this, I'm doing this, I am successful, I am wiser, I am intelligent. When you tell yourself the truth, the universe is going to feed you such beautiful energy that, again, it feels purposeful and profound. So I don't think that you're going to be able to help it. It feels like, I have to follow this now. I know this is the right direction. I know that this is going to bring me success. I know that I can do it, right? So whether you believe you can or you can't, it's like, you're right. Let's believe that we can, okay? Group 2, wow, I love this energy. It was a pleasure to read for you. I hope that this serves you over the next 3 days and beyond. And I will see you in the next one.